Hi there guys, in today's video we're going to be looking at guides and to how to transform them. But before that, let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. We make short and easy to watch problem solving videos, and we also have daily updates. Now if we head into the program here, so like I mentioned, today's video we're going to be looking at guides, but in order to start with that, there's two things which is important for us to do first. So now first things we want to do is make sure we can actually add the guides and see them. So in order to do that, I'm going to go to the main menu, just fix our zoom here. So we're going to go main menu, view, and we're going to go down to show. Now this time you want to make sure that your show ruler is enabled and also show guides. Now, because if only show ruler is enabled, you can pull guides in, but you cannot see them. And if only show guides, you can't pull them in, but you can see them. So make sure these two are on, show ruler and show guides. Now, with our ruler open on top here and to the left, in order to bring in guides, you can simply left click and hold on one of these two bars and drag in. And you'll see we get this little preview where we want to add the guide. Let's say we want to center it around this am.co.za. I'm just going to do that. So we pull one guide in here at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it on the zoom, but let's just go. Let's select this and say let's go to zoom selected and zoom out a bit. Let me zoom here on my keyboard so you can see the guide. The guides are blue, if you can see it over here. And then this is handy because with guides you can put snapping on and all of that, and then stuff will limit to it. You could also have this as like kind of your safe zone where you don't want to cut or print or whatever past that point, you know. And there's many other ways you can also do it, maybe as alignment to make sure your text is all aligned and so forth. So now in any case, so we've got that guide in. Let's draw one in from the left as well. Simply left click, drag in and place it where I want it. Now, if you want to transform these, there's a few ways you can go about it. You can also just simply select them. Make sure your selection tool is enabled. And then with them selected, you can even use your keyboard if you want to fine tune the settings. You can see it update here on our design central panel as well. So as I adjust these, you can see on our X, it's busy adjusting. You can obviously do it here as well, but we're not gonna for now. So that is the one way, or the one cool thing we can do. If you also want to make another one without having to go through the process of clicking, dragging and so forth, you can also simply, with the guide selected, use control on your keyboard and then left click and drag that guide and place another one. So you can quickly, right on the display, do it. You can also right click it and do the same, say duplicate, and then place it where you want it. Now let's say you want it like maybe a guide in a 45-degree angle, or it doesn't have to be 45, it can be any angle, but let's say other than just horizontal or vertical. Then what you can do is, with a guide selected, let's grab this one over here, you can just double click it and it will pop up these transform handles. Now we've got our basic rotation, so we've got top and bottom handles. Now you don't have to click the left one if you want to rotate it left. You can click the right one, hold it in and rotate it left as well. So it's something to keep in mind. And also if you want to do snapping, what you can do is you keep shifting, then it will snap it to 45 degrees depending on what it's set to under your preferences. So the moment it will be 45-degree rotations. But let's say you wanted to rotate this guide around a certain point, not just in the middle of it. So let's say I want to rotate the guide around this top point. Then what we want to do is use the guide's origin. So I'm going to zoom in here for you guys. So in the middle of these two rotation points, we'll see we've got this little origin. And if I hover on that, my mouse cursor will change. So I'm going to click that and move it to a new place. Now this can pretty much be anywhere you want, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to place it here where these two guides intersect. Place it there, and now if I zoom out and we had to rotate this guide, you will see it rotates it around that point. So now I can simply make sure I align it with this one, or if I have a certain degree amount I want to go for, I can do that as well. Then place it there. We've got our new guide at a different angle, which is very handy. You can obviously also, with the guide selected, change it under your design central with the rotation here. But the origin you don't have that much control. You can kind of set the origin over here, but that'll be affected between these 2 points. So it's a little bit more tricky, but so I do prefer just doing it manually and maybe fine-tuning it there afterwards. But yeah, otherwise that is it on adding guides and transforming them. In the meanwhile though, if we head here to softwaretraining.co.za, you guys will notice we've got a variety of different softwares we do cover, and you can also isolate your search here on the top right. If you do not, however, find the training videos you're looking for, just simply go here, request a training video, fill in the mini form, and then we'll do our best to try and make that for you. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching, and cheers.